That's nice. I'm kind of in charge of the murders around here, Pawn, so we probably won't be doing that. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, finally playing Crusader Kings III. I have been asked and prodded and nagged, and several people coming up saying, hey, when are you going to play Crusader Kings III? Boy, I'd love to see some CK3 from you. I noticed you own Crusader Kings III. Are we going to see it on the channel? Here we are. We are finally doing Crusader Kings III. Very late to the medieval party, but here we go. Now, let me be clear, it's all going to go down in flames. It's all going to end in tears. I've played a few hours of Crusader Kings III, but I'm broadly terrible at it, so we're not going to expect this kingdom to last very long because it's me and it's my channel, and that is generally the way these things go, but we're going to have a bash at it. We're going to start fresh. Let's see what we can do with some Crusader Kings III. Now, I am perfectly happy to go with the game's recommended start time of the grand old 15th of September 1066 Rags to Riches, but I'm kind of all set with the pre-made rulers. I really want to start this very, very fresh and have it be really me rather than somebody else. So we're going to find our own country to set up shop in, and we're going to create our own ruler. Now, not only have I messed around with Crusader Kings III myself on my own time, I've watched a lot of it too. I've watched many a true nerd play it, I've watched Penge at the Geek Cupboard play it, and some other folks around the old YouTube circuit. Everyone seems to broadly favor the North. Everyone's up in England or Ireland or Sweden or areas like that. Now, my issue with that is people already own that nonsense. So if we go over to England, Harold's got England locked down. He's all set. He's got England. I feel if we go to England, we're just going to be one of Harold's peons, and I'm not into that. I thought we might set our sights a little further south, actually. I was having a peek down here in Africa, and this just looks like a land ripe with opportunity. Ripe with opportunity. So many things that we could do down here where we're not beholden to good old sad-looking Harold here in his fantastic crown. I was particularly, as I was contemplating this series, having a look right here. The Chiefdom of Crewe. For a start, I can pronounce it. Now, I say that, it's 3 letters. I probably already mispronounced it and will be corrected in the comments, but the Chiefdom of Crewe. Just a little patch of land down here, but boy, it just seems like the open road is ahead of us. I see this as a land where we can get some work done. However, you, Nana Togar, you're not gonna do. If we're doing this, if we're actually gonna sit down and put Crusader Kings III on the channel, it's darn well going to be me, not you. Well, first off, let's get rid of the beard. I'm not so much with the beard. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I could see that as me. I'm not wild about the hair. What could you show me in a different hairstyle, please? How about medium unkempt? Okay, I look like the cool kid from high school. Not really. A fade? Maybe not. Medium curls? Definitely not. I look like I should be working at a car dealership. Show me messy? Not bad. How about bowl? I think I can live with bowl. I think that's the way we're going with that. What's pulled back? Oh, yeah, we're back to the car dealership. High bun? No, get me back to simple. Let's keep it simple here. Nice little bowl haircut, looking good. Let's see what we can do about our personality. Well, now that we've got what you look like, we have to figure out who you are. And I know I could go in and put in every single positive trait and just make myself superhuman. Just make myself an unstoppable godlike machine walking the earth. But I won't. I've done it in my own time. It's a lot of fun. I put in every single positive trait and just made myself a god walking the earth. But I think for fairness, I'm going to keep myself at the 400 point limit. At the 400 point limit. I don't care about the achievements. Those mean nothing to me. But just for fairness, just to give myself a benchmark, we'll keep it at the 400 point limit. So right now, what's my education? I'm an amateurish plotter. I believe that's the default when you create a character. Okay, I could bump that up. I could go flamboyant trickster for 20 more points, a little more intrigue, and then just keep going down. I do like a bit of intrigue. In the time that I've messed around with this, I do like a good bit of intrigue in this game. I like that part of it. I'm gonna we'll see how it pans out. I'm gonna take Flamboyant Trickster. I may have to shave that off later. We'll see. Personality. So many good ones. I do like Temperate. I don't know why I like Temperate so much. I mean, apart from the Stewardship, which is no bad thing. But I do like Temperate. I'd rather, if I'm gonna limit myself, I'd like to go something that's a little more broad, maybe Diligent, because that gets me +1 in a lot of things. A little bit more stress gain. A little bit more stress. So when we gain stress, it's going to be even more stressful. But that's going to give me... Yeah, I'm taking that. We're going to be diligent about things. Calm is usually pretty good. Yeah, Diplomacy and Intrigue, and I'll lose stress faster. So that'll kind of be a counterbalance to Diligent. And I'll have a better chance of discovering schemes. I don't really care too much about Dread. I don't think. I might later. I might care about it later. But right now, I'm going to put Calm in with the option of taking it out. I'm looking at Gregarious, +2 Diplomacy, and Personal Scheme Power up. That is good. Look at me sounding like I know what I'm talking about. Isn't that funny? I totally don't. I just sort of click things and hope for the best. I've re-rolled Crusader Kings III 40, 50 times just messing around with it. So I'm basically bumbling around, but there are some things I have a vague idea about, and then everything else I don't. Content is rather good, although that's a hit to my intrigue. I don't want to lose that intrigue. What else could we do that maybe is not so nice? I mean, Callous. Oh, but that will be sinful to me. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't want that right off the bat. I would love that +2 to intrigue, but I don't want to be sinful to my religion. I suppose... Oh no, Sadistic is not. I would assume if Callous is sinful, that Sadistic would be. No, they're totally fine with sadistic people in my religion. They just want you to care about it. That's all. They just want you to care about your sadism. Got it. That would be a big boost to intrigue. Okay, I still gotta dump some points in here. Let's not get too crazy. You know what I'd love? Let me look at hereditary traits. I would not mind having something that we could pass down to our children. That would be great. Maybe I could give them some looks. They could be comely or handsome, maybe, if they get the trait. I mean, I'm going to be handsome, but they might be. Diplomacy +2, that's solid. It's a lot of points. Let's go for what I trust here. Let's look at the intelligence ones. Quick is +1 to all sorts of things. Intelligence, same deal, but +3. That's a +160. That's going to get me really close to my cap. I am once again... Genius is what? +5. And I can't afford that one. I can get Intelligent, but not much else. Okay, so I'm rocking an intrigue of 14 right now, but my other stats are average at best. Prowess, I hopefully will not be on the battlefield. I might end up there, but I hopefully will not be on the battlefield. Let's tick up Stewardship. Definitely. All right, 82, 86, 90. I'd love to get that into good. Okay, 97. Could I get one more in intrigue? No, not quite. How about if I shave off a prowess? Okay, I can do it. It's not my ideal. Boy, that 400 point is a real cap for me. I usually go way above that. I'm usually hovering in like 600 to 700 at this point. All right, shave down the age here. That gets me another 10 points. I can play with 10 points. I'd rather have 5 more years of life anyway. I think we all would. You said, do you want more points or do you want 5 more years of life? I'll take the 5 more years of life. I'm not going to get any traits for 10 points, but I could do a little bumping up here. There's 4. Could we maybe get 16? All right, I do love the intrigue. About one more, maybe a marshal? Nope, 402. Okay. I'm not going to get anything else, am I? Can I take down... Okay, I am the world's worst fighter. I would actually stab myself with a sword. And then trip over myself and probably injure my family while I do it. And then set fire to my army. I am the world's worst fighter in the world. But I'm really good at being sneaky. I think this is our chief right here. We are ready to go. The Dynasty of Bakwe. I just randomized that one. So we are Count Dave of Bakwe of the Chiefdom of Crew, Land of Opportunity. Let's play some Crusader Kings III. I slam the brakes on this thing as we get to the Chiefdom of Crew. Just as a quick side note, I left all the other game settings as default. So they're all default. Nothing was changed in the actual gameplay of any sort. Everything is as it usually is if you are familiar with it. And if you're not, it's all at the default settings. So, you got that working out for you. All right, I got a lot to deal with here. First of all, let's take the game speed down a little bit and let's keep it in pause. Yes, I know we have an encyclopedia. I know I have no children. I know I have no lifestyle. And I know I'm not married. We're going to try to deal with many of those things in the near future, but I got to kind of scope myself out here. So we've got the Chiefdom of Crew, which includes Crew and Lobo. Right on. Right on. Okay. Let me kind of pick through this piece by piece here. Bits of the game I know how to do. Many of the bits, most of the bits, almost all of the bits, I don't. So what do you belong to? What is your duchy? That would be Crew, Lobo, Bobo, and Dibri. And again, I'm going to massacre every single name in this game, so let's just all start to accept that. So I got half of this. I've got half of a duchy right now. Just for giggles. I'll deal with getting married in a second, but just for giggles, like Dibri. What's your deal? You are held by Nana Dwe, and you've got... Okay, you do have a child. You've got an heir. You have a bit of an army. Actually, probably have a better army than me. What is my army right now? Oh, actually, I'm not completely terrible. That's 662 soldiers. I mean, soldiers, they're just a bunch of peasants, but I've got them. Okay, Nana Dwe, you're already starting to look tasty. And next door in Bubo, it's going to be Bubo for right now. Nana Monin, what's your deal? You have an heir. You have a smaller army. You have no allies. You are looking even tastier than Dibri. All right, got some options there. Could start to think about spreading out immediately. This is why I wanted to come down here. This is just a land of opportunity. I can do virtually anything here, and I have no liege. It's just me. I am one guy in the Chiefdom of Crew. I forge my own path here. I don't have any king telling me what to do in the Chiefdom of Crew. I tell me what to do, all right, in the Chiefdom of Crew. Speaking of the Chiefdom of Crew, what's my crew like? Okay, who to just set me up with here? My Chancellor Togba. You are blissfully average at diplomacy, which is what you need. Okay. My Marshal... Nino? I like Nino. First of all, man, you could probably hit the treadmill. If you're in the army, you should probably be in slightly better shape. But hey, that's on you. You have a Marshal of 13. Okay. I mean, you can get the job done. You can get the job done. Go away. I don't want to talk to you anymore right now. My Spy Master, Lurpu. You have a competent intrigue skill. You and I are probably going to be working together very closely. So I would very much like to be your friend. Speaking of being your friend, how much do people like me? Not so much. Yeah, my court shaman hates me, and obviously, therefore, is not endorsing me. My realm priest does not endorse me, so I'm not getting levies or taxes from church holdings. I'm more concerned about the levies right now because conflict is imminent. But let's do what I know how to do, which is start swaying you. So I'm going to start a scheme against you. I'm going to kind of cuddle up to you, smile at you in the hallway, maybe buy you a coffee when we come into the office. Maybe that coffee's on me. Just try and buddy up to you a little bit. I am going to start swaying you. Yes, sway Garmuyu. Great feathered cap thing that you've got going on. I mean, you are shaman all day. You are not playing with the shaman look. 72% chance, but we'll keep picking at it. If we don't succeed the first time, we'll just keep going until you like us. So I'm going to start that scheme right off the bat. I know we've started a scheme. We've got a lot to do here when we get set up. Now, my steward, you are terrible. You are just awful at knowing what money is. Do I have any better options? And I'm going to guess no. If let's just see what we got in stewardship. Yeah, no, everyone else is even worse. Even worse. All right, I'm kind of stuck with you for a little bit, aren't I? Well, there's the team for right now. What are we doing for money? Plus 2.1 per month. Not a lot of money. A little bit of prestige coming in every 1 month, plus 1.15. All right. How's my piety? That is plus 1.85 per month. Okay. I can live with that. Is anyone in my court? Anyone who might be better at anything at all? You're a competent diplomat at 12. Okay, what are your other skills? Your other skills are just garbage, man. Wow, you are just terrible. You are just absolutely terrible. Yeah, my court's pretty empty at this point. You know, what with me just getting started and all. My steward is actually not a completely terrible spy master, if situation needed that. Think about you. And you've got some broadly good skills, Manji. Got a 10, 10, and 12? I've got a courtier who's better at learning than my own shaman is, but I am pretty confident I can't replace you, right? Go to this. I can. Oh, okay. I'm not used to that. Right. Often you can't replace these guys. They're kind of held in place. Okay. Well, you're better at being a shaman, and you don't hate me. Congratulations, Garmuyu. You're fired. Yeah, you're fired. I don't care if you lose opinion of me. You're fired. You're in. And you already kind of like me. In fact, you like me a little bit more because I just put you on the council. Oh, well, we should sway someone else then. I'm going to sway my spy master because I very much want to work with you closely. So again, 72%. We'll keep ticking at it. Start making my spy master super, super friendly with me, please. Now, what other nonsense do I have to deal with on day one here? I should probably get married. Let's find a spouse. Just put the word out. Chief Dave here, Nana Dave of Crew, is looking for a little companionship, preferably permanently. Is there anything I want to do with sorting these people? I'm not fussed on alliances right at this exact second. I will be, but not right now. I would, first of all, like to see if you can find me somebody who has congenital traits. Inheritable traits. What have you got for me? Because I'd love to work some of those traits down through the kids if we get that far. You are Hail. That's a health boost and prowess. Yeah, like I'm really concerned with prowess. Now you are Quick. I would love to pass on an intelligence trait down the line. You are Comely, but a lunatic. Okay, I see what you're bringing to the table there. You're a very attractive lunatic. Maybe don't open with the lunatic thing. Maybe just sort of keep that bit off the resume. Focus on your looks. Everyone else is either looks or health. Pawn here, you're Quick. Anyone want to throw me an intelligent and kind of cuddle up with my intelligence? What is this one? Amazonian. Prowess +8. Ooh, I like that one. Okay. All right, well, that's one filter. Let me put in the one where it's like sum of all skills. That's what I'm looking for. Who's the best at broadly everything while still having congenital traits? All right, Powdy, you live here. You're in Crew. You're in my chiefdom. Now, you're lowborn. You're unlanded. You're just kind of a peasant, but I don't hold that against you. And you're the Amazonian. Okay. Right on. I like Hail. What can you show me in a bunch of traits and Quick? Okay, Sane. You have a great diplomacy skill. Okay, that's cool. Anyone who might have a good intrigue skill and kind of help me out with that? Of course, yeah, why wouldn't it be? It's the attractive lunatic. Yeah, why did I not see that one coming? Okay, Aminata, just for argument's sake, you're an attractive lunatic who, by the way, hates me. You don't like me. You are actually an evil maniac. Okay, so you're a James Bond villain, but you are not bad at intrigue. What are your other traits? You're callous, okay. You're ambitious, and you're humble. Are you really? I thought, I believe callous is sinful to our religion. Humble. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you, Aminata. Alright, I'd like to just kind of play the field a little bit. So, Pawn, come and talk to me for a sec. I noticed you are Quick, and you have an acceptable intrigue skill. What's going on with you? You're gluttonous. Okay, Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not going to hold that against you. You're sadistic. That's a bit harsher. That's a bit darker. And you're calm. You're a calm, gluttonous sadist. Okay. Okay. I think we could probably make this work. You're possibly not my ideal mate, but I think we can kind of come to terms on this, and you kind of like me a little bit already. Alright, Pawn, if I suggested matrimony to you, obviously you're into that, because you're marrying the chief. You're going to get a ton of prestige out of this. I'm not. I'm taking a prestige hit, because I'm marrying below my station. But you know what, Pawn? We don't judge around Crew. Alright, Crew is a judgment-free chiefdom. Whoever you are, you're in. So, I'm marrying Lowborn. That's okay. Pawn, congratulations. I know this is a very rushed and hasty proposal through to marriage, but you and I are getting hitched. And let's just actually get things moving here. Let's turn time on for a sec so Pawn can... Yes, I know I have a new court shaman. I'm aware of that. I put him there. So Pawn can kind of... There we go, Pawn. You showed up to the sensible Dave. Wow, you've never seen this channel, have you, Pawn? That is exactly the worst word to use in relation to the wee hours. But hey, I appreciate the compliment. You gladly accept my hand. Of course you do. I'm the chief and you're a peasant. And now we're married. Right. Back to the court. So, Pawn, I'm not saying that we're going to... Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, it's my wedding day. Right on. Yeah. So, we're going to have a big royal wedding. And we could get some extra taxes out of this. So, I have a choice of either gaining 75 gold... Boy, that would come in super handy. Or 350 prestige. That would also come in super handy. Oh, 75 gold sounds very, very tempting. But I think I'd actually rather have the prestige. I'm going to regret this, but we're taking the fame and not the money. I know that's very unusual. So, Pawn, we were talking. It's not that I'm going to murder anyone today. I want you to be aware of that. But if I wanted to, I'm the cultural head of the Crew culture. Awesome. Good. Well, go out and be Crewish. Yeah, see, here's the thing, Pawn. If we were looking to do some intrigue in the future, boy, would you give me a massive boost in that. Massive boost in that. +6 if I put you into court intrigue. Right now, I'm just going to have you broadly assist me. Even that's a +2 on intrigue. Yeah, why don't you just kind of be a bit of an all-rounder, and then when the situation comes up where murders may happen, I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen here, Pawn? I can't. You just showed up, all right? We don't even know each other. We've never even met, and we just got married. So don't be asking me if we're murdering somebody tomorrow morning. I'm just saying it could happen, and you could help. Also, can we fuss with your look a little bit, Pawn? The turban it's not you. It's not flattering to you, I don't think. What if we gave you... Yeah, see, you look great under the turban. It's just too big and bulky. If we were going to go turban, I'd go with a smaller one. No, the veil just makes you look sad. So does that one, so does that one, so does that one, so does that one. Show me... Oh, I don't mind that circlet. You know what? We haven't earned that yet, Pawn. I know, you're digging through the royal treasury and you're saying, hey, you're a chief, I can wear a circlet. No, I don't think we've earned that yet. We'll come back to massive hats later. How about... Ooh... Well, you are actually pretty good at martial. The helmet is not a bad idea. This is kind of okay. It's a little peasanty, but you are a peasant, so that's not that bad. No. That's the one right there. That says heir to the chiefdom of Crew. Well, if you murder me, which you might. Anyway, let's get some clothes going, because that is just not working for me. It looks like a bathrobe. I know there's actually a bathrobe in this game, but that looks like a bathrobe. No, that looks like you've been mummified. Which is weird, but kind of cool. Yeah, the nightgown, that's what I was thinking, and the prison rags. No, let's get you something a little more... Well, you know, we're in a hot part of the world here. Let's get you something a little more breezy. That's more like it. You look good, and you look tough. You look like a woman who means business here. So that is your look. I should mess around with mine, too, while I'm here. I know, we should be doing, like, politics and murders and wars and stuff, but no, I'm just going to change clothes. So, no, none of these... Ooh. Oh, I like that. Doesn't fit my area, but I like it. Oh, I'm going with that. You know what? Go with your gut, Dave. That's good look. I like that. Okay, Pawn, we need to get with the children making pretty soon. All right, what do we got going on up in notifications here? I have few champions. Yeah, you're not wrong about that, are you? Yeah, well, I'm missing one. It's not actually that big a deal, game. But while we're here, we may as well put out a call for some champions. That doesn't cost me anything, right? It cost me 150 prestige. Well, I just got some for the wedding. So fine, send the herald. Somebody cool might show up. Now, who do you believe I can declare wars against? Basically everyone. Basically everyone. Okay. So talk to me specifically about Bubo and Dibri here. You got those listed? Yeah, they're right here. So as far as the game is concerned, those two counties are looking pretty tasty. They're saying we could get in there. Maybe not a walkover, but we could make a move on that. And then basically everyone else on the planet we could declare war on, or at least everyone else in a 50-mile radius. Okay. All right, one champion has arrived. What's your deal? You have very good prowess. And your marshal is not terrible. You are literally undiplomatic. You can't talk to people without making them hate you. Okay. You're not bad. How much would it cost me to recruit you to court? Oh, no, we're not murdering you yet. That's okay. That's okay. Not today. If I recruited you, it's 3. Yeah, come on in, man. That prowess alone, I'll take that. You're in. Oh, we did not waste any time. Pawn is already pregnant. Fantastic. I could use an heir. If you could shoot for a boy, that would be great, Pawn. I'm not 100% sure how these things work if you're in charge of that kind of decision, but if you are, shoot for a male, because we've got the game defaults on, so it's not equal opportunity around here as much as we might like it to be. Okay, I have a well-organized court. Great. Every courtier gained 10 opinion because my spouse has terrible stewardship. Good job, Pawn. And then I gotta pick a lifestyle. I gotta get around to doing that. I'm going right to intrigue. I'll get 20% more XP anyway because that's my education. And we're going, again, I want to stress, I'm not saying we're murdering someone tomorrow morning. I'm just saying I would like the opportunity to do so. So we're going to go down the intrigue lifestyle right now. I can focus in the darker side of Crusader Kings III. Or in the more adult side of Crusader Kings III. Or in the I will punch you in the face side of Crusader Kings III. We're going a little murdery. We're going to go a little bit murdery. Yep, that's a +3 intrigue right there. And agents in my hostile schemes will be more inclined to accept. Yeah, we're going to go a little bit dark around here. And obviously I've got a perk to unlock already, so we'll just start right out with truth is relative. We can fabricate a hook now. We don't have any hooks. We haven't done hooks yet, but we'll get there at some point. Well, let's take stock of our first few days/weeks here in Crusader Kings III. We have the Chiefdom of Crew, led by Nanadave of Crew. We have our wife Pawn, who is pregnant already. We have a council that, while not exceptional, is vaguely competent, except for our steward, vaguely competent. I've got my eyes out for your replacement, Lugon, just as a heads up there. Vaguely competent council. Our wife is doing pretty good assisting us, and if we get to the murders, she's going to be invaluable. And we've got our lifestyle chosen. We're going to go down the dark route here, at least for the time being. I think we've got a promising beginning here in Crusader Kings III, and also we've got our eyes fixed firmly on these other 2 counties. I see that happening much sooner rather than later. We are going to poke our head in the door there and say, hey, we own you now. So we will call it on Crusader Kings III for today, finally on the channel. Guys, do please let me know what you're thinking of CK3 here. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Bugs are inherently stupid, and they get in places and they can't get out. You know what places they get in? Things that are wide open that don't have screens over them. It's a piece of mesh. We figured this out like 100 years ago. What is wrong with the British, the Irish? I'm just going to keep shooting Hildegard until she goes away, which is my response to most nuns, really. So now, the Pit of Death is carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen, polluted water, and urine. I've just made it just a little bit worse for everyone down here.